Yes, my fans, family, and friends, welcome to the Messenger TV, the Center for Information, Education, Fun, and Entertainment. Yes, if you are not yet, follow my page. If you are not yet, like my page, please kindly do that. And for those who have already done it, I say thank you. You are at the right place, and you won't miss a thing. All right, before I proceed, the main topic, the bone of contention topic is today. It's a very sensitive topic, very, very sensitive. Yes, and the topic of the day goes thus. Should DNA be mandatory immediately after birth and before issuing a birth certificate? That's the question. Should DNA be mandatory immediately after birth and before issuing a birth certificate? But before we continue, I will try to show you some important clips. On these clips, you will see DNA immediately after birth or before issuing a birth certificate. Very, very pertinent. Watch the first video, then we continue from there. Thank you very much.
How many children do you have?
84.
84.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
70 wife, my.
17 wives.
Yes.
That's a lot of wives.
Yeah.
I have one wife, which is enough.
Yeah,
he can understand you.
Maybe.
Hello, what's your name? Mohammed. Walid. Sultan.
Abdullah.
Sarah. Hello, Sarah. Hussein. Adia and
Hannah.
hello, Pahar. Nice to see you. Did you know that you're the 84th child in this family?
This is 83.
Number 83.
Yes. Another one, 84.
84.
Yeah.
Dad's house has 6 rooms.
Yes, my people, from the short clip, you have seen that the man has 84 children and 17 wives. Yes. And the other man that was interviewing him told him that he has one wife. The man was laughing like it's a mockery. It's not that's not something we should be laughing about. Yes. And the man is even handicapped. He's a handicapped man, you can see, with crutches. He has 17 wives with 84 children. Yes, that is just a single case. Okay, let's move to the next clip. We'll be coming back for the full story. Watch the next clip. Thank you.
Un homme exceptionnel. Il bat tous les records. J'ai 21 femmes, 55 enfants. Je suis un roi. Si tu veux, tu peux marier la femme jusqu'à 80. C'est pourquoi moi, j'ai choisi 21 d'abord. Mais je n'ai pas encore fini. Chez moi, il n'y a pas la jalousie entre les femmes. Donc, tous les jours, il y a la nourriture, il y a les moyens, il y a tout. Et ils vivent ensemble, ils mangent ensemble, ils préparent ensemble. Il n'y a pas le bagage, il n'y a pas le jaloux chez moi.
Moi, j'ai peur.
As you can see, my people, you heard from the old man. He was speaking in French. Let me translate it to you loud and clear. He said that he has 21 wives, 15 children. Therefore, he is a king. And he is not yet done yet. He will be getting married to a lot of wives, many more wives, that there is enough food to eat, no jealousy, and that nobody's fighting. When he talk about food, I saw the type of food that they are eating. He calls that food. No be juju be this. 70 years old man. That man be bad. Mumu man.
No, it's okay. It's okay. Speak. We can hear. We can hear. Yeah. Speak here. Understand me?
Yes, my people. After watching those two clips, then you bear witness with me that DNA should be done immediately or be mandatory immediately after birth or before issuing a birth certificate, because you will not tell me that all those kids belongs to those two men that we have just seen. That is a big lie. There's always a saying that only the mother knows the father of the child. But in most cases, the mother may be wrong, or at times she chooses the person that is more financially capable of taking care of the child. But only DNA can solve that problem. Yes, I'll just show you a little clip here on the Maury show. Then you understand that DNA is very necessary. Watch this clip, man. I'm coming back. I'm not gone yet. Yeah.
Right? Because you didn't have sex with him.
With nobody.
Okay. Here we go.
Period. Who? What you
In the
mean?
case of 1-year-old Malay, Amaziah, you are not the father. In the case of 1-year-old Malay, Juan, you are not the Here's Bill.
Women. How many times do I call you guys? 4 times. You heard the lady said that she haven't slept with nobody apart from those two guys. And you saw the result from the show. You are not the father. The next one, you are not the father. That's what I'm talking about. If there was no DNA, those guys could have been taking care of somebody's kids that they are not their kids. Yes. If in those days our forefathers and suffer from taking care of somebody's kids, thinking that they are theirs, we are the new generation. We have to do the right thing. DNA is very necessary immediately after death or issuing a birth certificate. If the DNA is not done immediately after birth, birth certificate should not be issued. If birth certificate is issued, then in the space that they have to write the father's name, it should be blank until further notice. Yes, I said that. That space should be blank till further notice. Nobody is taking somebody's responsibilities that is not theirs. That's how it works. Because most of the time, the child, physically, they don't resemble each other. There's no resemblance between the kids. Yes. It's very bad situation. So DNA should be like the polio vaccine. Immediately they give birth to a child, they should give take the DNA. As they are doing the polio vaccine, they should be taking the DNA. Yes. Some couples don't even have a child. At times, allow their wife to go and get a child outside, but only the parents will keep the secret. That's why the hospital should be responsible of taking the DNA and determining who is the father of the child, not the parent saying that they are the parent of the child. That should not be allowed, because some people are taking care of people's child that they are criminals, they have mental problem, then you get into somebody's problem that is not your problem. Yes, that should not be happening. We are dead. You're taking care of somebody's child, that's not your child, that is not good. Yes. And most in African society, there's a lot of polygamous family. Most parents have 10 wives, a lot of kids. At times, the father just give the name to the child, but it's not his child. But it's the mother that know who she slept with. Because with 10 wives, 5 wives, the man cannot satisfy all the wives. So some of them go outside there and get pregnant and say that is the man. And the man take the child, just give the name and make the birth certificate. It's very bad. See all those kids. The problem is not having kids. The problem is that can you educate the kids? Can you take care of all your wives and your kids? Especially the first speaker, you see that he was handicapped. How will you feed the kids, educate the kids? Why will you give birth to kids that you cannot take care of them? That is the problem. Yes. There was a situation in Cameroon too. Yes, that 2 men were fighting over the paternity of a child. But the lady came out and said that none of them is the father. That's where DNA have to come in. If DNA was done after birth, then there will be no problem. Yes. Also, this video that I'm showing next is in French. It's talking about the disadvantages, the problem with not doing a DNA to know the paternity of your child. Watch the video, it's in French. Then I'll come back to summarize it and run it out for you guys. Watch the video, guys.
Drame passionnel au quartier PK11 à Douala, lieu dit Vallée Cocotier. Foucault Laurent Xavier, âgé d'environ 56 ans, découpe 3 de ses enfants à mort avant de se pendre à son domicile.
Oui, je suis le voisin le plus proche et l'histoire que nous vivons aujourd'hui, ça n'a pas commencé aujourd'hui. C'est une histoire qui date depuis 3 ans à 2 ans et poussière. Puisque si le monsieur s'est pendu, il a trouvé la solution de la pendaison. C'est parce que d'abord, le monsieur était d'abord tellement abattu. Bon, je ne suis pas en train d'encourager, mais déjà, une certaine période, la femme a quitté le conjugal familial et s'est retrouvée en train de faire 8 mois chez un homme en Mbengue City. Tout le quartier était au courant, même nos amis de Mbengue City. Et vous connaissez les Bamileke, bon, ils ont dû arranger le problème et que la belle-mère même a dit que sa belle-fille doit rentrer. Mais bon, on n'entre pas trop dans les détails. Et ce dernier temps, elle est donc allée rendre visite à sa belle-sœur à Logbisso. C'est là qu'elle fait rencontre d'un certain monsieur qui a la RAV4, auquel cette nuit elle n'était pas là, elle était chez le monsieur.
La scène se déroule aux environs d'1h05 de ce matin. Selon les témoignages des voisins, le défunt a découvert le double jeu de sa femme avec laquelle ils étaient légalement mariés.
On m'a appelé à 2h que voici mon grand frère qui a découpé les enfants avec la machette. Après, il s'est pendu. Bon, je me suis levé aussi. Ma petite soeur me dit, viens seulement au commissariat. Je suis arrivé au commissariat, j'ai trouvé ces 2 garçons. Il y a 3 qui sont découpés, ils sont à l'hôpital général au moment que je vous parle.
Les enfants disent la maman a voyagé et aussitôt le monsieur est venu avec la maman, avec la police. Et cette nuit d'aujourd'hui, c'était aux environs de 1h15 que mon épouse me réveille en disant, écoute, il y a un problème chez le voisin. Il dit, quel voisin? Il dit, tu ne vois pas, il y a un problème, il y a quelques personnes. On attendait des cris, des hurlements. Des hurlements. Je suis donc sorti, j'ai trouvé mon locataire, 2 de mes locataires, et le petit Valdez. Et c'est là où le petit Valdez me dit, et Jean aussi, ils me disent, écoute, grand Marcel, comme tu vois, il y a un bain de sang là derrière. Le monsieur a décapité sa première fille. Il dit, quoi? Je suis donc allé, au fait, c'est là, les lieux sont là, il y a encore du sang. Je suis arrivé, j'ai vu un bain de sang. Elle dit, mais ça, c'est pas possible. Entends, les enfants criaient. Les enfants criaient, papa est en train de nous décapiter. Papa ne fait pas ça, papa, si cela. Donc, le papa était en train d'ouvrir la tête de sa dernière petite fille. Et je suis allé, j'ai cogné. Étant seul, j'ai dit non, ce monsieur a sûrement tué sa femme. Je me suis mis à réveiller vite les voisines, crier, les voisins crier. Je suis allé, la tante est sortie, elle me dit, écoute, va chez monsieur Niamsi, réveille monsieur Niamsi. Je suis allé réveiller monsieur Niamsi en criant. D'autres voisins ont compris, le voisin d'en face a compris, la maison qui est en face de la mienne. Nous sommes sortis. Les vitres que vous voyez cassées, c'est moi qui les ai cassées avec la hache. Commence à taper. Il dit, pendant que vous tapez, je vais bien décapiter. On dit, non, ne tape pas, ne tape plus. Je me suis calmé. J'ai cogné donc, monsieur, ouvrez la porte, voisin, ouvre la porte, voisin, ouvre la porte. Il me dit, c'est qui? Je dis, c'est moi, toi qui? Il me dit, toi qui? Je lui dis, c'est Marcel. Mais, forte était ma surprise que ce monsieur avait un tempo terrible. Donc ça veut dire qu'il ne se gênait de rien. Il me dit, écoute Marcel, ça ne sert à rien. Rentre dormir. C'est cette voix-là, ça résonne encore dans ma tête. Écoute Marcel, ça ne sert à rien. Rentre dormir.
Il a blessé ses 3 enfants. La dernière née, elle a 5 ans. C'est celle-là qu'on ne connaît pas si elle peut vivre ou pas. Bon, parce qu'il dit qu'il a fendu la tête, coupé le cou. Les 2 autres, premier garçon, première fille et deuxième, c'est un garçon. Leur cas est un peu grave. Mais c'est la dernière, la 5e fille, oui, son dernier enfant, elle est 5e. On ne connaît pas si son cas est un peu inquiet.
Le cas m'est revenu, on entend comment il dit, je t'avais dit. Je t'avais dit. Après, on a un moment, on entend, papa ne fait pas ça, papa est en train de boire l'eau de Javel, il boit l'eau de Javel, il a bu 1 litre de Javel. Il l'entend, il a la corde, il entre dans sa chambre, il a fait bâcler la porte. C'est là où vous voyez donc, il s'est pendu. Vous voyez donc l'action de la pendaison que le monsieur a faite. Et cette action de la pendaison est due à l'amant de sa femme. Et vraiment, si ce pays était... Vraiment, ce pays, c'est qui a le droit. Et normalement, j'interpelle vraiment que les Camerounais trouvent une conscience que ce genre de problème, ce genre de monsieur doit être poursuivi et qui doivent être jugés selon la loi. Parce que c'est lui qui a fait ce que ce monsieur meurt, ce monsieur décapite des enfants. Pourquoi? Je m'explique. Quand la police arrive, la police arrive avec, c'est la femme qui arrive avec la police et cet amant-là, quand on a posé des questions à l'enfant, l'enfant dit c'est parce que papa n'a pas trouvé maman. Maman était chez son amant. C'est un homme qui répond à papa en disant ne me dérange pas quand je dors avec ma femme. Il dit, ma femme, vous l'appelez ma femme, votre femme. Il dit, tu me déranges. Et elle laisse l'enfant, il dit, cet enfant-là n'est pas d'abord le tien, si tu ne le savais pas. C'est là où l'adrénaline a dû monter à ce monsieur. Le monsieur a commencé à décapiter. Parce que le monsieur décapite un enfant de 6 ans. Et ce monsieur qui aimait tendrement cet enfant. Et laissez-moi, même quand cette femme a abandonné, la famille, l'enfant, c'est ce monsieur qui a pris soin. Et si vous me parlez du comportement de ce monsieur, il marchait dans tout le quartier, c'est un monsieur qui n'avait jamais eu de problème avec des personnes. Et tout le monde, vraiment, tout le monde, vraiment, était attristé par son problème, parce que son problème touchait tout le monde. C'est pas un problème qui date aujourd'hui. Et c'est quand ce monsieur...
My people, what a situation. Yes, let me translate it into English. Yes. The husband came back from work and he asked the kids, where's their mom? They said the mom is not at home. The husband picked the phone and called the wife. A man picked up the phone. And the husband said, I want to speak to my wife. The other man said, "It's not your wife, it's my wife. The last 3 kids you have, they are not your kids. They are my kids." That was the situation. At that moment, the man who was legally married to the lady that was with the other man, he took a machete and he has to butcher his 5 kids. He butchered the kids. Even a 6-year-old child was butchered. Why should innocent kids like this suffer the sins of their parents? If the man wants to cause suicide, to die, let him die alone. After butchering the kids, everything, the man caused suicide by hanging himself. Now, the other man continue with the wife. Life goes on. But you're usually alive. But why should you kill innocent kids? They shouldn't suffer the consequences of the parents. Yes. Imagine right now that DNA is done in all family around the world. No be wahala be this. The world will be on fire. Many families will be break up. Many marriages dissolve. There will be wahala everywhere. So, as I said, DNA should be done immediately after birth or before a birth certificate is issued. If no man turn up for the DNA, the space that they're supposed to fill the birth certificate for the dad should be empty till further notice. And the hospital should be the one to determine who the father of the child is, depending on the DNA that they conducted. There's no verbal coming to the hospital of any man and saying that that is his child, that they should issue a birth certificate. No. DNA will speak for itself. If there's no man present at that moment, and if they don't get the right DNA, they keep the space empty. Know that at that moment to further notice. Yes, I'm just a messenger. Don't kill the messenger. Thank you.